We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into this new live together with me about negotiation. Today, I want to talk about negotiation because I haven't done it like during all my career. I say that I do negotiation also in my personal life, because at the end of the day, you deal with another human being, and somehow you need to find the middle ground with whatever kind of relationship you have with this person. And the negotiation gets even more important when we are talking about professionalism, so our professional life. Why? Because actually many people believes that I talk with a few clients and colleagues, etc., which openly tell me that they are quite worried in learning the art of negotiation, because they see it as a conflict. And this is like starting with the wrong foot, because actually negotiating doesn't necessarily mean losing value, but in reality it means that you are gaining some kind of value, because you're arriving into the middle ground point. And therefore, like, if you think that every time you need to be the winner, this is the perfect formula for actually never winning any negotiation, and leaving it also in a bad way, like as I said, like starting with the wrong foot. So I want you to explain how you can actually manage this art today, because it's something very simple, and it's based on a simple concept, which is actually that you need to stay calm, first of all, and secondly, that you shouldn't put the other person in the wrong mode of closing themselves. And when they are close, there's nothing you can do, say, listen to, that actually is going to bring them on your position. So let's try to move to start this live in a more structural way. So this live is needed because many times I talked with founders, managers, and sorry guys, I haven't understood why every time I have this problem with the microphone. I don't know. So as I was saying, like, it's not rare to me to talk with founders, CEOs, simply even managers that believes that actually a project didn't move forward because there was any technical issue. Based on my own experience, this is never the case. A project gets stuck because actually you haven't managed the crisis, and you haven't managed the human side involved. So there are some, you have allowed some kind of negative emotion to develop in a way that it's affecting the process itself. Because every time that we had a real technical issue, to be honest, people were no one in the room, no one in the team, in the collaboration team, were actually thinking like how to blame someone else, or who did simply missed the communication, etc. Every time I had been involved in a technical issue, in reality, the scene is always the same. Okay, we can't actually keep on going with whatever was before because of, for instance, like this material doesn't have the requirements that we need in terms of fire, for instance. So what actually can we do right now to move forward? So the solution, what might be like we need to change the provider, or might need that if we can't find any material that fits the requirements, we need to change the design itself. And every time that there is like a technical issue, actually people are there trying to find a solution, and everyone is proactive for finding a solution. So if you feel that actually your project is stuck, it's not because of technical issues, but it's because you haven't managed the human side and the process itself. So this live is for you if you're leading complex project with multiple stakeholders, if you often find yourself in the middle of a tough negotiation with clients, suppliers, investors, and somehow you feel like you're not going where your expectations are, even like you have like a negotiation also in exits, and you simply want that this negotiation is going as a win-to-win. So you get what you want, and the buyers is going to get what they want as well. So let's try to see actually more deeply what is happening. So most projects don't blow up on the day there is the technical problem, but if you can see only that moment, is because you were blind previously. So if you are in a room, there is a technical issues, and one is blowing up, is simply because that person has already tolerated X time something on the human side that you had just pretend that it wasn't there, but it was. So if people are not are reaching this point, actually they go into a defense mode, and when sorry, I had notification on the computer. So I was saying that when people are in the defense mode, there's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do for actually making the conversation and the negotiation in the direction that you want. And actually, if you're not even lucky, they are not only in the defense mode, but they are also in the against mode with you. So they are what I call the mood. I'm going to fight you right now. No matter what, I'm going to say no to whatever things that you say. I'm just going to take everything that I can. And it's just like a blind, they can't see you at all. So you never need to reach this point. And usually you can understand that they are there if they use communication and a language which is quite aggressive. So probably they are shouting, probably their face is really like, you can see all the tension in their face. The shoulders, the body language in the shoulders, they are not open, they are very close. And they can also gain the passive aggressive communication style as well. So if you see that someone is in this situation, is communicating this aggressive passive mode, definitely they are fighting against you. And in this case, pay attention, because when you are there, actually people want to close the negotiation just because they want to close it, and not because they want actually to find value in the negotiation itself, which is different. Closing a deal doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a benefit or you're going to get the best benefits that you want. So if you are here, as I said, like people are just turning up the volume, so they start shouting, and they shout, and they probably can also go into the silent mode, so because they are there, they believe that you are not getting them, and therefore, like, they're shutting down. They are like, I'm not even wasting my words with you. So in these moments, the best that you can do is just like pause for a second and just trying to reflect how can you invert this situation. The first thing that you should do is just giving dignity back to the person during the negotiation. So if you are in a room where people are shouting and the tension is really, really high, I say that calm is really your superpower. I know that it's hard. I know that my sound against whatever situation is in the room, but just because you are different, just because you are calm and you are the black sheep in the room, you're starting to have people's attention. While when everyone is shouting, people do not want even to listen to you. So first of all, you get the attention from the people, and this is really important. And secondly, this is even more important than point number one, is just that you lead not by your ego, but you lead the conversation by your values. And this is so part of the leadership scheme. So you want to recognize the humanity of the other person, as we say, like you want to give them back the dignity, even if you feel like, oh, you know, this person didn't treat me well. Don't focus yourself on these feelings, on these thoughts, because otherwise no one is going to win. Try instead always to offering a dignified way out. So for instance, like how can this conversation actually can be done. So if I had been in many clients meeting where the client was really angry, and they were shouting, and they were saying something like, I remember, this project is a disaster and you are totally unreliable. So in this moment, I saw some of my colleagues replying immediately with the defense mode, saying something like, oh, this is not true. The problem is on your side. It's because, for instance, like we haven't received on time these documents. Now, if someone is really angry with you and the tension is really high, the best you can do, no matter what, is just giving them the space and the time for chilling out, of calm down. Sorry. So the best way for replying is just not sending back to your clients all the responsibilities, but it's just like acknowledging that there is like a problem, and just trying to say something like, okay, we have this problem today and we need to move forward. So what kind of options do we have in front of us? This is like the scheme that you should follow. So first of all, you acknowledge that they have a problem. So you should say something like, I can see how frustrating it is to be in this situation. So you acknowledge the problem. And then you try to move forward. So you try to say something like, so what we can do now is looking together. So, we are in negotiation, so we are together. So what we can do right now is just like having a look together at three things. So what went wrong in the past, because we do not want to replicate the same problem in the future. So let's have a look at what went wrong, first of all. Secondly, what can we actually fix today, right now, in order to mitigating the problem, to reduce the impact that this problem has on our project, on our deals, or whatever it is the situation. And third, it's just like, how can we move forward? How can we get out of this situation that makes sense for both of us? So remember that every time that there is a negotiation, there are two sides, and you always need to say something like, both of us together. We are here together somehow. So the third point will be like, how can we move forward in a way that both of the sides just get some benefits? So to be honest, some people feel like, oh, I'm just giving up. I'm just losing all my power. I heard so many things that I'm like, no, you're not surrendering. You're not losing your power. Actually, you're gaining more powers because you're leading right now. You are in charge of deciding where you want to go. Because in the moment where you're trying to blame someone else, you're not helping anyone. And the only way is just like, I know we have a problem. I know we have some difficulties here, but let's try to see how we can actually move into the next step. And this is exactly why I'm saying that the calm is your superpower and is your strategy right now, like here in this situation. And another thing is that some people told me that actually, I'm not a calm person. It's something that some people were born with these skills. No, And this is just an excuse. Of course, there are some talented people that have already a calm skill. They are calm, they have a calm characters. So for them, might, I'm using the condition, might be easier. But to be honest, it's just part of our personal growth path, deciding if we want to stay calm even during difficult situation, or if we want to escalate and maybe ruining relationships. And remember, you need to protect your relationships in your business, because you can actually be successful in your business only when processes and the relationships are working together in a very high level. So if you think that calm is something that is not a part of you, please start a personal growth path today, personal growth journey today, and having a look at your calm. It might be with meditation. It might be like with a journal, discovering what actually are the triggers that makes you upset. But you need to start today to work on improving your calm skills. So after that, another things that I always suggest in negotiation is just like documents. Do documents, not because it's something like a bureaucracy, but because every process that stays in your head can be transferred to anyone else. So other people, even if you try to explain it, other people might need to come back to it, might need to deciding like to have a black and white, the right word, because maybe they might remember something slightly different. So especially if you're thinking about exit, I mean, everyone should think about exit. I keep repeating it because exit, in any case, it's something for every business. But in any case, like, today, M&A are having a look at how like your financial, your processes as well, but they are having a look also on your funder dependency. So having a look if everything runs through you, who is making decisions, how decisions are made, how crises are prevented, how crises are solved once they happened. Like how you deal with clients as well. So everything right now, it's a part of the M&A check. So you really need to work well on your negotiation. Documents, so do not want to be a bureaucracy part. So don't think that you're bored, they can be done tomorrow. It's something that never happens to me. In the moment where you think something like that, you're gone completely, because actually documents are your power, again, like another superpower, if we want to say the second superpower. So it's our documents. It's because it's the power to delegate without losing quality, without losing expectations. Documents as well are the power to pause a project without losing the scope, because everyone knows where they are at, everyone can understand what worked, what didn't work as well. And it's also the power, if you are thinking about the exit, to show the buyers that actually your brain is a system outside of you. And they can use it once they are going to be in charge of your business. They can actually use it, and this is really attractive. So please think deeply about documents. If you want, you can write me down a comments right now, letting me know what actually is, how much have you already documented about your business. It could be 50, it could be 80%, it could be even less than that. But try to answer to this question in a very honest way. If you do not want to write a comment, that's fine, but just answer inside of you, just have the clear number in your head, because in this way you can just think about what are going to be the next step for improving my current situation. What more can I say here? Yeah, one thing about the documents is just remember, because it's never been done, to write down the process for deciding priorities, what what can be negotiated, and what cannot be negotiated at all. What are the standard for accepting something, for not accepting, what is the minimum level for accepting something inside your business. So just be clear in a way that everyone are going to be aligned, and there's not going to be any negotiation at all. And then as a last point, I want to tell you to pause. So stop working, take a time for a pause. It could be like a few days, it could be a few weeks, but what is important is just that you have the time for actually thinking in a strategic way for the best for your company, for your people, for your product, for your position on the market. So yeah, even here, pause is not a weakness. It is just like leadership, because you need to have very clear what are the expectations. So everyone are going to be aligned with expectations. You need to be clear. You don't want to destroy anything on your reputation. So you just need to know that every action, brackets, even not taking any action at all, is always is going always to bring a consequence. So we need to be sure that these consequences are not going to impact our reputation. And another thing, like for pause, which I never get tired of saying, is if you feel like your team is close to burnout, please stop them, giving them time off for recharging, because otherwise, once someone it went through the burnout, is never going to be the same as it was before, not anymore. So think something like today I don't need actually to protect, so today I just need to protect my value, our values. I need to protect my relationships. So yeah, having a look at the deadlines, what actually is achievable and what is not. If you need to use the breakdown structure, use it. Break it down in management just simply means the WBS means splitting the big goal into some smallest goals, which are going to get more achievable. So if usually I needed to deal with negotiation because deadlines were not achievable. They were taken with the wrong basis. So yeah, having a look at them, just decide what is in scope, what is out of scope as well, which decision might be delegated, which needs to be on you, standard as well. Have a clear project in your mind, and then writing down, and then align all of your people, because once everyone are aligned, it means that everyone are working for this they are working to go to the same direction, and therefore like you would avoid a lot of negotiation, because sometimes like I thought that if something was decided earlier, everything was more. I mean, there was no negotiation in place at all. Okay, I can see I'm already in a half an hour. So, what more can I add here very quickly? In terms of an exit lens, I just want quickly to say that buyers, when a buyer looks at your company, they want to see how the company is reacting on operational under stress. They are not looking about revenue, EBITDA, like clean numbers on the sheet anymore. I mean, they are looking at them, don't get me wrong, but they are also looking at how you handle crisis, on how much the business depends on you, on what processes are documented or live, or they are just living inside your head. How much ownership has your team in their hands, and how they are going to react when something goes wrong. So right now, especially after COVID, things changed, and I would say that your business has a real value on the market and in front of buyers' eyes when relationships and processes are as I was saying earlier, working together. So if you're taking care about the relationships and you're taking care about the processes as well, you have a very negotiation leverage for your exit. If instead you have strong relationships and clear processes, no, sorry. If you have strong relationships and clear processes, you have leverage. Good, fine, we are there. While if you have good relationship but not processes, you definitely have a dependency because everything is in your head, and it can't be transferred. While on the other hand, if you have weak relationships, so while you have stronger processes, in any case, you have some weaknesses, because businesses are made by people. People are the ones that are buying your services. People are the ones that they are actually providing the delivery to your clients. So in this case, if you have processes but your people relationships are weak, yes, you have some kind of weakness at the end. So I'm just closing up very quickly this live right now. So if you want to know if your business has some kind of founder dependency, please just go online on our website, www.internationalexitstrategy.com. Have a look on in the menu. There is the tag tool. Have a look there, because there is like a quiz for understanding what kind of level your business depends on you, and it's free. And we are not going to receive your result if you don't want to. So if you want us to know about your result, just contact us. Otherwise, it's on you, and it's free, and it's just like a quiz that is going to take you like 2 minutes. So nothing that you do not have any excuse for not taking that quiz, to be honest. But it can help you in realizing where you are right now today. So I really highly suggest you to have a look at it. And so if you want to protect the value of your business, I repeat, start to handle the people under pressure, and start to really master the art of negotiation. If this live was helpful for you, please feel free to drop a comment below it or DMs me on LinkedIn. Share it with other founders that you might feel they can find good tips here. And they can gain some benefits from learning these tips. And I'm just closing out now. Thank you so much for having me here today with me, and see you in our next live. Thank you.